Hello, friends. Happy Monday. Today we will be reading chapter 5 already in our book of Skeletons Don't Play Tubas in the Adventure of the Bailey School Kids. So, before we get started, we are going to say our Kids on Course motto. If this is your first time here, all you have to do is say what I say quietly in your head or out loud. So, let's get started. I am smart. I believe in myself. I am a great kid. I have courage. I deserve to learn. Today is going to be awesome! And of course it is because we are having some beautiful summer weather so far. So, let's go over our questions from last week and then I will give you the new ones and we will go ahead and read. So, question 1. Who is Claude? And Claude is Mr. Belgrave's skeleton that he has in the band classroom. And so we don't know if the skeleton is a real skeleton or if it's just a fake one that they use in science classes, which is likely the case. Question 2. What instrument can Mr. Belgrave not play? Mr. Belgrave cannot play the tuba. And question 3. How did the students feel about band class when it was finished? And for the most part, all of the students had a lot of fun in band class, even though at the beginning they did not think that they would enjoy it. Everybody except Liza had fun, because remember, Sheila was very scared after band class was over. So, we have 3 more questions for chapter 5. And so you guys, as I give these to you, be thinking about them and listening for the answers as I read. Question 1. What is Liza scared of? Question 2. Why does she think Claude the skeleton is alive? And question 3. Who do you think is playing the tuba if it's not Mr. Belgrave? Okay, so now that we have those questions, let's go ahead and start with chapter 5. Toe-tapping tunes. Liza tugged Melody's arm, pulling her down a side hall. Eddie and Howie followed close behind. When they lost sight of the rest of the class, Liza gathered her 3 friends in a tight huddle. "What's gotten into you?" Melody asked. "You act like you've seen a ghost." "It wasn't exactly a ghost, but it sure was dead," Liza said, her eyes wide. You can see the 2 girls talking. "What are you mumbling about?" Eddie snapped. "Either you saw a ghost or you didn't." Liza took a shaky breath before explaining. "Do you remember that skeleton in the band room?" Melody nodded. "Mr. Belgrave called it Claude. Isn't it cute that he named him?" Liza squeezed Melody's arm tight. "Only if you call a living skeleton cute." "A living skeleton?" Melody, Eddie, and Howie said together. "You're nuts," Howie told her. "Claude is a science display. He's probably made out of plastic." "Then what made Claude's toes tap along to our music?" Liza asked. Eddie pecked Liza's forehead with his finger. "I think your brain has been tapped." Liza knocked Eddie's hand away and frowned. "Remember, I was sitting next to that stack of bones while you were blowing hot air into your instruments. Something caught my attention. At first I thought it was all your blowing moving a piece of paper on the floor, but then I looked closer. That's when I saw it." "What?" Melody asked. "Claude's toes were tapping out the same rhythm we were playing," Liza said, "and I saw it with my own eyes." "Maybe you need glasses," Howie suggested. Melody nodded. The only tapping going on was Mr. Belgrave's wand when he was trying to get Eddie's attention. "But I saw it," Liza insisted. "That skeleton was listening to us. It was like our music made him come to life." "Are you saying our music was bad enough to wake the dead?" Eddie joked. "Maybe," Liza said seriously. "Or maybe he was already alive." Melody patted Liza on the back and ignored Eddie's giggles. "Claude can't be alive," she told Liza. "His toes were just wiggling from the vibrations of all the musical instruments." Howie nodded. "Melody's right. A little vibration and a lot of imagination." That's all there is to it. Just then, a low tune echoed down the hall. Liza rubbed the goosebumps on her arms and looked at her friends. Then who's playing the tuba? She asked softly. That is the end of chapter 5. So before we go, I'm going to reread our questions so that you can be thinking about them, and then I have an announcement. So, question 1. What is Liza scared of? Question 2. Why does she think Claude the skeleton is alive? And question 3. Who do you think is playing the tuba? Before we go, I just want to say that on Friday we will be having a pajama day, and so you guys can come along and listen to the video and make sure you're wearing your pajamas because I will be wearing mine as well. So you guys enjoy the rest of your Monday, and I will see you Friday. Bye, everybody.